Hi, Soul Family. So, I'm really excited to share about this. I'm going to share more about some strange things that have been happening and how it represents what I believe as parallel realities, okay? So, if you've experienced this, I would love to know in the comments. But so, after my spiritual awakening, when I first realized, actually, this is like before I realized what was happening, things would happen where, for example, I would have someone's number, and then all of a sudden it would like be disconnected. And this would be like a cell phone number giving a signal of, as if, the sound a landline makes when it's disconnected, that beep, beep, beep. There was a period of time after I was awakened where people who I had their numbers with, it would go to that. Or I'd dial the same number and it went, the only number they have, but the number would, when I dialed it, would go to another business or something, or it'd say it didn't exist. And I'm like, no, I know this is the correct number. I realized this can be a sign you're in a different reality. You're in a parallel reality, okay? Usually, in my experience, this has happened when very extreme things are going on in your life around you, right? So there might be a lot of chaos or drama, and then like things like that happen, like the numbers. So, and it'll feel like it's not just see, I feel like I want to explain this more because I'm like, oh, this could sound crazy, but I feel like I don't want to over explain it, because if I need to over explain it, then this video is not for you, and that's okay. But for someone who might be going through this, if they've been through a series of events and all of a sudden, like suddenly certain people can't be reached, things have happened where it's like very questionable, as if to what's real, right? Which reality is real? What's going on, right? Feeling like you don't know what's up or down or left or right, right? This often accompanies the parallel reality too. And it's simply a shift in the state of being that brings us to the different realities, right? Well, here's another example. So, and I just kind of realized what's going on because for the past 2 days, I shared a video the other day of when I walked to an appointment that it was 30 minutes. It took me 30 minutes to walk there. And the guy was like, I'm not interested. I don't know. I didn't. And it was an appointment that was set up by my marketing team. This has been happening for days now, where I call my company, they set up marketing appointments, they get leads on my calendar, they talk to people, they confirm their interest, name, number, like really specific things. I go into the business at the designated appointment time and the business owner says, nope, I never talked to them, that didn't happen. And then when it happens like 3 times in a row, I'm like, this is weird. And then my manager's like, something's fishy is going on, let's look into it. But I realized, I was like, oh my God, I think this is exactly like the time with the disconnected numbers. It's just a parallel reality. And what's interesting is what I've been speaking every day and embodying every day is that I am already successful in my business. I am already successful with specific streams of income from my business, from my books, from my podcast, from my YouTube channel. I've been speaking that and embodying it every day as I go about my business doing these jobs, because I've also been kind of living in duality, right? Where there was a part of me that kept telling myself, well, I need a part-time job until I become successful. And I realized that today, that I was holding on to that ego story. That's a linear, limited thinking mindset. That's an ego-driven mindset. Whereas the spirit me, the awareness me, the me who understands that linear everything is just a man-made construct, and everything is based on frequency, and everything is vibration, and anything can change in an instant, in the blink of an eye. And so yeah, everything's state of being, right? Everything's conscious. It's all just consciousness interacting, expressing itself, right? So I have been saying this and embodying this thing. I'm already successful through these multiple streams of income. I'm already making X amount a month with this. And I've today, for the first time, I felt the shift in my heart after that third appointment. Was like, no, I never talked to them, sorry. As if my team totally lied, or as if someone totally lied. And it's like, no, this is what you'd call a glitch in the matrix, right? So, and it was at this time, after the third appointment today, I realized there was a shift in me, and I felt it. I felt the misalignment in my heart with this job. And I was like, okay, there's the shift. I'm ready. I'm already successful. And I confirmed it again. I'm already successful as a writer and a business coaching and YouTube podcaster, right? And so I allowed myself to be in that reality and accept it. And I felt so excited. And it wasn't a force where I had to force myself to be excited. My spirit, your spirit will be ahead of the 3D at all times, right? So just like I've shared in another video in the past, when I was let go of a job I had with a technology company. I was making really good money before I moved to Reno, and I moved to Reno. It got me here, and I was let go of the project after I moved here. And but guess what? What was I saying? I kept saying every day, I make wonderful money in a wonderful way. I'm doing purpose work. I love it. Like I was, again, calling and embodying that I'm making money in a way that aligns with my highest self. And that job was not my highest self. It was not. So the universe knew that. So it went away, gave me space to step into a new reality. And so the same thing happened again. So I'm just sharing this because this is very real. These are glitches that are very real. And as you practice law of assumption, as you just practice living more in the I am and in a vibrational way, these things will start happening more and more. And so this is when you're really connected to your inner world and you feel the shift inside, you're going to know what's happening already. You're going to know. You're just going to know. You don't need to figure anything out mentally. You don't need to scramble to pick up any pieces. You just say, okay, I can go forth into what I've been embodying. I can go forth into what I've been telling myself. It's here. And it's always been here, but now it's like, okay, now I can go all in on this, right? And so you're going to feel when it's time to go all in on something, regardless of what the outer world is telling you. So I just wanted to share this. I know someone will be helped by it. I really appreciate you being here. And I'm just excited to learn more about your journey in the comments. And I'm here to help you any way I can. I have a book. You can contact me in my email. And if you want to support this channel, you can also look at my Buy Me a Coffee links in the descriptions. All right, thanks for being here. And I'm so proud of you and on your journey.